So Dylan obviously just turned 18, so he's already playing.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't text him happy birthday.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, shame on you, girl.
I
What's wrong with
know.
you? You're too busy. You're too busy for all the little.
And in my head, I told him to text him happy birthday. So that
supposedly
counts.
he wants to try out for Survivor. That's his name. Because I don't know if you knew that, but Allison, him, and I, we love watching Survivor.
No.
Yes, Dylan is super into it. His mom, I'm not.
I could see him on there.
He wants to try out. He wants to apply for Survivor. He's being dead serious about it. I actually think you probably. I mean, he might have to apply multiple times. I'm like, he's a young, good-looking kid. He's in shape.
Yeah.
He just turned 18, so he's like, Dad, Mom, I'm 18. I can apply for Survivor now. Like, I'll be the youngest winner. I'm like, Dylan, you'll probably get voted. Actually, they'll keep him around because he's a provider.
Yeah.
I'm like, but you think you're not a good enough schemer. You're not, you know, his mom thinks he'll get far. She's like, oh, you lie and you can lie really well and you can trick people really well and you talk like a lawyer and you wear people down. So maybe you will get far, but he's talking about Survivor. And I said, well, as long as it doesn't interfere with college, maybe you can go for it. But no, he just turned 18.
What did you guys do for his birthday? I saw like the balloon picture.
So he originally wanted to go to WinStar to go gamble with his friends. And then we convinced him that not everyone's 18. Not everyone's going to have fun with that. Like, don't you want to hang out with his your friends?
Why didn't you take him?
We would have. But I'm like, it's your 18th birthday. Like, your girlfriend can't go.
Yeah.
Some of your friends can't go. They don't have money to gamble. Like, do you not want to spend your 18th birthday with your friends? He's like, you know what? That's a good point. So his girlfriend took him, surprised him for the Harry Potter experience in Dallas. Mm-hmm. So they did where Alice and I did the Titanic experience, same place. So they did the Harry Potter experience that day, and then Dylan wanted to go play football with his friends. Mm-hmm. And then he wanted to have his friends come over and play games. It was a very wholesome birthday, which I loved about Dylan. He didn't, of course, he asked for a couple things last minute, which his mom got him. Mm-hmm. But he's like, I just had Christmas, and like I want to have my friends come over and like just, I was gonna do burgers for him and fajitas or whatever, and then that was gonna get late into the night. Then he wanted to go see the new
Avatar.
No,
you all saw that.
The ping pong. The ping pong movie with Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah. I don't know the name, but I know what movie you're talking about.
Chalamet, I think is his name.
Timothy
Chalamet.
Something like that.
Anyway, Marty Supreme. Is that what it is? Marty Supreme.
Yeah.
So they wanted to go see that movie. So he's like, will you guys pay for my friends to go to that movie? That's an expensive deal. You don't even think about that. And we're going, man, that's like $50 to get his 3 or 4 friends in there. And of course, they want
even way more than that.
So
tickets now like 18.
The Allison lies.
Well, I was $50.
Allison rounds down. Okay, everybody else rounds up. Allison rounds down.
She's like me. We find the deals.
Oh, she does.
I don't care how much money I make ever. I will always find the best deals.
She's too practical for it. And I love that about her because she's practical. I'm lazy, so I'm like, here's what do you need for 5 tickets? Here's the money. Go do it. So they went to go see a movie, and then it ran late. So he's like, I just want to have like late night snacks and play games with my friends.
Did you play Flip 7?
And they did. And he goes, and I want a Dairy Queen ice cream cake because he loves ice cream, but he doesn't like cake. So
what a weird child.
I know. And this cake is massive, by the way.
You made that child.
So I know.
It says a lot about you.
He is, no doubt. And he's a lot like me too in a lot of ways. But he wants this Dairy Queen cake. So Allison's like, and of course he asked for this stuff last minute. This is the day of. He's asking for this stuff. So Allison's like, let me see how I can make all this happen. So Allison's like, all right, I'm gonna run to the store. I'll get junk food. Sour Patch Kids and M&Ms and mozzarella sticks and all the things. So
I'm a little pissed that you guys did not say jalapeno poppers, but whatever.
Yeah, he didn't ask for those. And macaroni bites. I mean,
you gotta get the macaroni bites.
Horrible food. Everything she got, horrible food. And so she goes to order this cake at Dairy Queen. And so she texts me. She's like, I got to go run and do this. Can you go get him balloons? And can you go back to Dairy Queen? They said they'll make the cake. It'll be about an hour. Sure. So I run around. She's doing stuff to get the house ready. So we're dividing and conquering, right? And so I go to Dairy Queen. I said, yeah, my wife was in here. She ordered an ice cream cake, and it's supposed to be picked up. He goes, yeah. He goes, we haven't made it yet. He goes, because your wife ordered an 8-inch. We don't have the 8-inch anymore. All we have is the 10-inch. And I was like, so now I'm behind an hour.
Yeah, well, make the 10-inch.
I'm like, dude. I'm like, but she didn't leave a number, and so I can't fault him, right? But so then he's like, I will make it super fast for you. Like, give me 20 minutes, I'll have it done. This was our fault, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, no problem. I'll go run to the store and whatever. So I did that. This cake is massive, by the way. It's this freaking thick. Oh my God. This big. I'm like, we have ice cream. Add it to like 3 gallons of ice cream. Yeah. That's probably the equivalent of the size of this cake. Yeah. Okay? So obviously the big is, which is why she's probably ordered the 8-inch. So he's been gnawing at that thing. So I'll tell you a funny story about the cake here in a minute. So anyway, he does that, and he asked for basketball shoes because he just joined a basketball league, which I'm coaching him for. And so wants to order these shoes. I'm like, Dylan, you've known your birthday's coming up for months.
Yeah.
And like, you're now giving us this stuff in the
Same
11th
day every
hour.
year,
I
son.
know.
Same day every year.
100%. And so she orders him his basketball shoes. That was his birthday gift from us, plus all that other stuff. Well, so he has a great time, and I'm next door playing games with the neighbors, letting him have his fun over here with his friends and do their things, girlfriend, and they're all having a good time, and just would check in with them every now and then, because you got boys and girls and horny teenagers and all the things, right? So and like lots of alcohol, as you see behind us, and they've access to stuff, so you gotta constantly check in on them. And they're having a great time, great birthday. And he's like, hey, Dad, it was like, by the time it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, he's like, Dad, I forgot about the ice cream cake. So I pull this ice cream cake out. Okay, Allison sees it. She's like, oh my God, that thing is so huge. And I was like, this is all they had.
Call the Smith boys over here.
Yeah, 100%. Well, they're all in bed. Like, it's like, we ended over there. It's like 1:30 in the morning. Him and his buddies, all the girls left, and now it's just him and his few buddies that are going to spend the night and play video games, all that stuff late at night. And so you're supposed to pull this ice cream cake out like for 30 minutes to like let it thaw a little bit. Yeah. We didn't do that. So these boys wanted ice cream, so they literally just dug into it. Like,
oh my God, that's the way you got to go, anyways.
Oh, but they just so I had like this crater in the middle, because the middle was like where it was the softest.
Yeah.
And like they just like gutted out the middle of this cake, and they all had spoons in there. Yeah. I was like, Dylan, this is now your cake, because all your buddies have stuck spoons in there in numerous sizes lists. So Addison's like, no, Dad, you can cut me off the edge. Like, as long as you'll cut me off places they didn't touch. So that's what we did for his 18th birthday.
So you had a Sonic pinata, but birthday cake.
Yeah.
Birthday ice cream cake.
And it's still in my freezer, taking up a chunk of space.
I haven't had ice cream cake in so long. I used to love those things. Disney's always in my mind. Dairy Queen, the cherry dip cones. That's my jam.
Okay.
Oh, I'm a grandma food palette type of girl, I guess.
Okay.
Have you ever had it?
No.
Oh, well, grandmas like the cherry dip cone. Most people like the chocolate. The cherry. I could see Allison liking the cherry dip.
Allison likes like cherry Coke, so she likes the cherry flavor. I've never been big on cherry.
Oh, so she would like cherry for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, this reminds me when I was pregnant, and this was obviously 2020, so a lot of shit was shut down. I was craving it so bad. So I looked up the closest Dairy Queen. Well, there was one in Hearst, North Richmond Hills, Northhurst area. So I drove there. Temporary close. I was like, and then when you're pregnant, you will never experience this, but when you have a craving when you're pregnant, and then you're so close to getting it, and then you get denied. You just can't.
A little feisty, little jalapeno.
Everybody feels this. Everybody becomes a Hispanic. And so then I looked it up. I found one in Euless. I drove all to Euless. Closed. And I remember,
girl, you could have called ahead of time.
Well, Cole and I didn't even think about it because I was just so focused on getting the ice cream. And so Cole and I got in a big fight that night. And it wasn't he was being an asshole to me. I was being mean to him because I was so pissed. And I took it out on him that Dairy Queens are closed. How did he not know Dairy Queens are closed and he needs to go find me a Dairy Queen? I didn't get Dairy Queen that night. But he did go to Kroger and he bought me ice cream. But I was so pissed. I was like, I just want cherry dipped cones.
Oh my God. What's crazy, you talk about COVID. Can you believe that's almost 6 years ago now?
I know, it's wild.
6 years. And we still talk about it like it was yesterday. And I'm like, 6 years ago.
I just associate because that was the year I was pregnant. So it's just like.
Yeah, it's a different time.
Which is a weird time to be pregnant.
It is.
Actually, it was good about it because, honestly, I got to the first quarter, I got to just sit on the couch and do nothing because the world shut down.
It's actually, yeah, that's true. It's just crazy. It was almost 6 years ago now, and we're still talking about it like it was yesterday, and like just all the stuff that we had to go through. And thankfully, we were in Texas.
Yeah,
we think about some of just how strict it was in other parts of the country. So grateful that we were in Texas during that time because at least we got a little bit of freedom.
Yeah.
During that time frame, we didn't really have to sacrifice too much, and then our businesses, of course, were essential and they exploded. So business wise, everything was great. Yeah. So we kind of got through that period when other people really suffered. It kind of worked. It was kind of in our favor business wise.
I remember stressing out because Cole, obviously being a coach at the time, my job was what carried us. But if people aren't closing, I'm not making money. So we at least had his consistent paychecks coming in from Westland. But there was a time that I started getting stressed out. And I was like, okay, we at least have house we can leverage if we need to. Because I didn't want to do the forbearance thing that the COVID was offering at the time. Because I always feel like when you do something like that, something pops up.
Yeah.
Read the fine print.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I was like, okay, we can leverage a house if we need to because we're about to have a baby. And then literally it was like that. September timeframe, it was like boom, 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 and like it was just got nuts. And I was like, okay, we don't need a pool.
And you haven't slowed down since then.
No,
You've just been you've been on an upward swing since that time.
Well, 2024 is a different story, but no, I mean, I hired my buyer's agent. So I had Kian in October. I had Kian October 15th, and I did my last open house before I had Kian that weekend before.
Yeah.
And I was big. I remember I was sitting down and I was like, it was at Cole's dad's duplex. It was a Bedford duplex listing. And I was like, I got to build the pipeline up before I pop this baby out. So I'm just sitting there. And I remember I was regretting life. I was like, why did I do this? I was so tired. I was just like,
and you want to do it again.
I know. But you remember,
and you want twins.
Twins. I actually told somebody this morning, they looked at me like I was crazy. But when you like eat so much, like on Thanksgiving, you just sit there, you're like,
yeah, you're miserable.
That's what it's like being pregnant. Yeah. You're just like always like, ugh, because you have so much space there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really funny. But COVID was a crazy time.
It was. And we got through it. Like everything else, we learned a lot from it as well. So, and
just don't make out with your friends. You'll be fine.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so Dylan now is so a survivor is on his thing, kind of circling back to that. We'll see. He wants to being dead serious. He wants to try. I think he'd be insane if he ever got on the show, but loves the show. Talking about college. He it was actually funny too, because he just got in his second semester, so now he's in the back half of his senior year. Well, what that means is basically you have a half day every day, right? So he's already got enough credits to graduate. High GPA, basically you screw off the last 5 months of the classes are easy. The teachers really don't care. He's probably going to get A's all the way out. It's just kind of the nature of it, right? So Allison comes up to me yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And she goes, babe, because the kids, or 2 days ago. Sorry, 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, she comes up to me and she's like kind of getting all teared up. I was like, what's going on? And she's emotional when it comes to the kids, especially when they get older. Like she's just, everything's going to be an emotional train wreck. Like when he graduates or when he goes off to college, I don't even know what that's going to be like. It's going to be, I'm going to need some therapy sessions. She's going to need some therapies. Oh, dude, it's going to be 100%. Yeah. I almost want to say like, Allison, we should drop Dylan off at college and immediately go like to the airport. That's actually probably a good idea. Like go take her on a vacation where she can take her mind off of it. Yeah. So she's so upset because she doesn't have to make him lunch anymore. Yeah. So Dylan's like, Mom, I don't have to have lunch anymore. Yeah. And she's like, what are you talking about? He goes, well, I get out of school now I don't have to go to the third lunch because I get out of school on time, so you don't have to make me lunch anymore. Yeah. So I just go straight to the gym after school or whatever. Yeah. You would have thought the world ended because Allison is not needed to make him a sandwich every night. I said, first of all, Allison, he's 18 years old. Yeah. You shouldn't be making his lunch anyway. He should be making his lunch for a long time. These are the little things that she likes to do for the kids, right? So it's just funny now that she's...
That's great. I wish I had that my senior year. Things. I didn't have that.
I got out of school. I only had to go 2 periods in my senior year, yeah. My second half of my senior year, I already had enough credits to graduate.
Dang, private schools, they were like, nope, your parents are paying this much money. You're going to go to school from the second it starts.
I went straight to work. So the good thing was like now he picks up shifts. Yeah. Like now he works during the week a lot of times.
What's he doing again?
He works at Domino's for us, his main job. And then he still does all of his, he picks up.
Oh, actually, I need him to come to my house and help us
mows yards, rakes him. He's always hustling, trying to make money. So he does a lot of side things too. He'll help the lambs when they need stuff, to move stuff in the warehouse. So he does a lot of stuff physically. We'll help him do that. But no, he just, for him, it's a good little job for him. They're super flexible with his DG.
So he's just cruising.
He's cruising right now for sure. He's loving life.
Well, this is actually his school saying, enjoy this while you can, because once you're an adult, you'll get hit in the face.
And I'm trying to let him enjoy it a little bit because I'm like, really at the end of the day, it's January. I think he has to be in school at the end of July or early August. Maybe it's August.
What do you mean? Oh, in his new school.
Yeah, because
I was like, college, what?
Because he has to go for.
I thought he has to
go in for orientation.
But when is graduation? Is it May?
He graduates in May. Yeah. May. So I think it's maybe August, somewhere around there, early August. If it's August, it's early August. So really, we're talking 8 months, and he's going to be off to college, which is going to be crazy. And it's all these little things like this last year that I think hit us the most, like all the Christmas traditions that we do. We're going to make the most of it when he's here on Christmas break, but looking at Christmas lights or going to do all these like events that we do during
your family
December,
weekend, your family dinners.
Yeah, all those things get changed, right?
That's crazy.
It's a weird deal. And
I don't even want to think about it. I'm crying thinking about Ken going to school. Because right now there's times that Cole and I are like, do we have any in-person appointments? Nope. Ken's staying home with us. Yep. And we'll still get some work done, but Ken's in our presence.
Yeah. And he's around you, right? So yes. It's like we're at this different chapter in our life right now. And it's weird. It's taking in a lot of adjustment, but it's weird to see that he's 18. He's technically an adult. He can vote. He's all these things now, and he's there. He can go gamble at an Indian casino. He can go with his buddies and go gamble. It's so weird because when we moved into this house, he was 8.
Yeah, I was saying he was young.
Yeah, because we've been here for almost 10 years, and or going on 10 years. So yeah, he was 8 or 9 years old, and here we are, and he's 18. So that's what we did recently.
And then you got Addie following right behind him.
Yeah, 16 going on 30. She thinks she knows everything. She knows the world. Yesterday, she threw a big fit when she came home. It was so funny because she was in a good mood all day, but she wants to walk in with an attitude.
Yeah.
So Allison's still cleaning up the house from all the Christmas stuff, and she walks in with this attitude and slams the door behind her. Like, Addison, how was your day? Horrible. I'm like, and she storms upstairs, and I'm like, why is your day so horrible? I don't want to talk about it, Dad. I don't want to talk about it. I have all we gotta do is work all day. All I have to do is work all day because she had to come home. Literally, Cheer was 4 hours yesterday.
Oh God.
I don't even feel bad for her. She hurt her thumb, like she sprained her thumb like 2 weeks ago. And she's been babying that. She's been nursing that injury for 2 weeks. Oh, I can't stunt. I can't lift people. And she just like her mom. When Allison gets sick, oh my God, she wants to be babied. She wants to be pampered. The world's over. I can't do anything. Blah, blah, blah. That's Addison. Mm-hmm. So Allison can't be mad because Addison's her mini her. So Addison's been playing this up, but the way she walked in with so much drama yesterday, I'm like, gosh, I still have a couple more years. That was crazy. This is so insane.
It was like a couple months ago. Kian did something where he hurt his leg, and Cole was like, "Buddy, you're fine. Walk it off. You're gonna be fine." Because we knew, obviously, if we knew he was hurt, we would have been different. But we knew he just knocked it. It wasn't bad. And he goes, I don't know, Mommy, Daddy, it hurts. We're like, buddy, you're fine. Just go back to your playroom. And he starts walking with a limp. And Cole and I went like this. We're like, you're fine, buddy. You're fine. We're like, laughing so much.
Yeah, they're so dramatic.
And then he turns around and looks at us. We're like,
yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Hey, cheers to being parents.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers to being parents.